Hold on, we should wait for Maruki to contact us. Our deadline's February 3rd, right? Let's finish up whatever we can until then, okay?
Good morning.
Good morning to you too, Akechi, and welcome back, my loyal subjects, to what is very likely to be the last episode of Persona 5 Royal. Feral Fiasco here, and right now we're just running out the clock until Maruki contacts us. 2 days until the deadline. Our deal is going to be up soon as well. It's been a long run.
Yes.
It certainly has. Let's put an end to everything. I've had enough of this joke of a world. So I guess he is just going to school as normal? Alright, well. I mean, there's not really anything else he can fill his days with. I think the moderate pay and work are what fit me the most. If things are tough, then just forget about them. I don't have any empathy about that hero stuff, you know? It's old news now. I'm getting tired. This is why we shouldn't overwork ourselves. This is how things should be, right? It's not how things should be, dude. It's already February. We got only 3 days till the deadline. Oh crap, what do we do? Yeah, didn't they predict this is exactly how Ryuji was gonna react? Called it. Calm down. I understand it's a tense situation. If something were to happen, it'd be tomorrow, correct? He hasn't sprung any surprises on you, has he, Koza? Nothing. I suppose all we can do is wait. He really likes keeping us in suspense, huh? Whatever Dr. Maruki decides, I don't think we're getting out of this without a fight. We need to be prepared for anything. You're right. We already beat a god, right? We can take him. Tomorrow's our last day for any last-minute prep. Is there anything you still need to do?
Senpai?
So, today is the day Dr. Maruki is supposed to contact us. Are you alright?
No.
I'm fine. I've just had something on my mind. I need to think about it a little more. For now, we should get to school. So we're expecting Maruki to make his move today. Let's see how that pans out for him. If he's coming, it'll be today. I'm so nervous. Same. I can't focus on class at all. And how's that any different than usual? Shut up! I mean, I seriously can't today. I even tried. All that's left is the fight. You know it! We've been so blessed with your cool composure. Koza, you're the one Maruki is most likely to approach. If that happens, make sure you handle it just as we planned. This is Koza here! We ain't got nothing to worry about! I know it's a lot to bear, but can we ask you to make the call for us if he does show his face? I gotcha. Let us know right away if anything goes amiss, okay? What's Maruki's next move gonna be? Even I'm starting to get a little antsy here. We'll see. After school. Alright, Maruki. I guess we're gonna have to wait for Maruki to make contact with us. Senpai? Dr. Maruki is supposed to contact us today, right? Before that happens, there's something I want to tell you. Really? Sumire has more secrets? Do you have any time today? It seemed like she wanted to talk to you earlier this morning too, so maybe you should hear her out. So what's it going to be? Do you want to go see Sumire? Yeah. Let's head over immediately. Great! Shall we meet up first? Preferably somewhere we can relax and chat. Sorry for all the trouble. Hope to hear from you soon. This is probably... What if this is her second awakening, dude? You know how crazy that would be? This is probably going to be your second awakening, but right before the last fight, though? This is the first time I've invited a boy over to my house, so I'm kind of nervous. It's nice and tidy. Thank you. People always say a messy room means a messy heart, so... Oh, that means my heart is super messy. You guys don't have to worry about that, though. I asked you here today because I wanted to tell you my decision. This is where Kasumi and I promised each other we'd be the best in the world. Pretty much everything in here is the same as in Kasumi's bedroom. The colors are different, but not much else. That's how it always was. Kasumi kept saying we should get the same styles, the same clothes. She really loved you.
Yes.
So, when I lost her, I just went into shock. I can talk about it now that I have some distance from it, but before, I was too... It has been almost a year. Honestly, in the grand scheme of things, I'm grateful to Dr. Maruki. How do you mean? Well, he showed me it was possible to live my life the way Kasumi had lived hers. I ran away from who I really was, sure, but if I'd kept living as Sumire, I'd probably never have talked to you. I'd still be crying every day. Becoming Kasumi helped me come into your life. And because everything happened the way it did, I found ways to go back to being Sumire, one step at a time. I think I really needed that time I spent as my sister. That's why I'm grateful to Dr. Maruki.
But...
And that's why I have something to tell him too. Or rather, I want to show him that I found a way to face reality. If Dr. Maruki sees how far I've come, I'd like to think it might give him the strength to do the same. I'll be there to help you.
Yes.
I'll be the strongest Sumire Yoshizawa I can be.
This is...
So that's her second awakening. Okay, well, I actually thought Sumire wouldn't get one, but leaving it for only a single battle in the game. Okay.
All right.
Sumire's persona Vanadis has transformed into Ella. Thank you so much, Koza-senpai. If I hadn't met you, I'd never have found the strength to face myself. I hope we'll always be able to count on each other. That way, I won't ever lose myself again. We'll move forward together.
Yes!
Wherever you go, I'll follow.
Thank you for bringing me here.
Veil of Sunrise, Masquerade, severe fizz damage to one foe 2 times. That high chance of critical, though. I guess Masquerade is overall better than Sword Dance, and she's got Brave Step, but we'll just have a high chance of a critical rather than an absurd chance of a critical. Masquerade it shall be. Greatly increases chances of ally not being down when attacked. Okay. Alright, well.
Ah, you're back.
So Maruki is probably in our room waiting for us. Well, I know it's a bit early, but I think I'm gonna close up shop for the day. We were so busy today, I ran out of all my ingredients. I don't even remember the last time that happened. Weird, huh? Maruki.
Make sure you close up.
Anyway, don't forget to lock up. Oh, tomorrow's finally the day. We've already secured the route to the treasure. No problems there. All we have to do now is wait. Sweet, we're gonna rock this shit. Yes. Oh, Koza-senpai, I wanted to ask you something. Has Dr. Maruki contacted you yet? Not yet. I see. I suppose waiting really is our only option. Maruki wouldn't run the clock out on us, would he? You're right. If anything comes up on my end, though, I'll get in touch with you all. See you tomorrow. There it is. That should be him.
My apologies for calling so late.
Okay.
This is Maruki, by the way. I'm actually rather close by. Would you mind lending me an ear?
Sure thing, dude. See if we can talk some sense into you so we don't have to beat it into you instead.
There's something important we need to talk about. And if you do intend to confront me, I believe there's something you have to give me first.
He's being so amicable about all of it, dude. You gotta love this guy. Alright.
Thank you. I'll be at the cafe shortly. See you later.
I caught all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Just as we suspected, he knew he'd have to get a calling card.
He's coming to us so he can get it in person.
I have no clue how this meeting is going to go down.
It's not like Maruki is gonna knife us in the gut or something, dude. He might try some shady business and just forcibly change our cognition, though.
Hey, just make sure you keep your guard up, okay?
Apparently, Maruki is coming. I should wait for him downstairs. Thieves then updated.
Hey.
Maruki's finally coming. Are you mentally prepared? Hold on. I need more time. I don't
Let's
know.
do it.
I was gonna keep this save in the final 16th slot. Alright.
Hey!
Let's go. However you respond to Maruki, I trust you. I know you'll make the right decision.
Sorry for the last-minute visit. How's Yoshizawa-san holding up?
She's actually doing extremely well.
I've been concerned about a potential relapse, considering her difficulties with accepting this reality.
She's just, or Sumire's one tough lady.
You know, I would love for that to be the truth.
You can't believe it.
But people can't maintain their strength forever. So, getting down to business. I wanted to confirm with you one last time. Is there no other way to come to an agreement besides fighting?
He's talking to us like he's trying to bring the villain, like we're the villains or something like that, dude. Trying to extend the olive branch one final time. We can't accept this reality.
The reality I created may seem distorted from your point of view, but it's a reality where everyone is happy.
Are they though?
If you just stay, you'll never have to suffer the pain of loss, or the pain from having people and things stolen away from you.
Like you have? Yeah, this is basically, Maruki wishes somebody could have saved him from the pain of losing Rumi.
So, you saw what happened with Rumi. I'm not the one who suffered. She is.
Well, that's true, but you suffered too.
But she's still living a wonderful life right now. In this world you call a distorted reality.
But she still doesn't remember you, right? And you're fine with that?
She may not be in my life anymore. But at least her own life is a happy one now. I'm not just doing this for Rumi. I want all of you to live just as happily as she is. But for Rumi's happiness to last, I have to move on.
Maruki, it's so tragic, dude.
After all that's happened to her, to me, I just can't drag her into it.
Doc.
My stance will not change.
We can see that.
Strange circumstances have led to my gaining this power. However, I now recognize it as being wholly inevitable. This is something only I am capable of doing. I promise. Every person alive will be happy in the world I create.
Will they, though?
So, let me ask you the same. After really considering every option, do you have any doubts about your views?
What are you getting at?
I suppose it's more accurate to ask, do you two gentlemen have any doubts?
Is Goro here?
You're here, aren't you, Akechi-kun?
He's probably here to make sure. So he wasn't kidding about jumping Maruki.
Akechi,
He's here to make sure we make the right move, or he's here to eliminate Maruki before he can make a move.
You caught me.
Oh, it was just a hunch. This issue doesn't only affect you. Akechi-kun, this involves you too.
If we leave this reality, then Goro is going straight to jail, but he's like, I would prefer that to this. Both Akechi and me? What? So maybe this isn't as cutting dry as I just made it seem? What's going on?
what do these two have to do with...
The relationship you two share is very unusual.
Is it?
A detective and a phantom thief. Despite being enemies, your relationship isn't based on hatred or ill will.
Well, there was a lot of resentment, one-sided resentment.
That's why I found it so tragic when I learned what happened in Shido's palace.
How?
You bastard!
Wait. No. I was about to say, is Goro only alive because of Maruki? But Goro reappeared before Maruki did his thing, so he figured something out.
So, my final enemy is a puppet version of myself.
Say, didn't you regret how things ended with him?
What? Don't tell me.
You two came to a deep understanding of one another. Yet you had no choice but to leave Akechi-kun to his fate. That's why I created a reality where you two could have a fresh start together.
Okay, cool. I thought it was about to say Akechi is only here because of you, but that wouldn't really gel with what's going on, so... Well, that's cool. He wanted to give us a chance to be besties.
After all this, that's what you have to say. Seriously, you really are.
That would mean the Akechi in the real world is...
Oh no, I guess it is exactly what I thought.
Get what I'm saying?
If we defeat him, then Akechi will go back to being dead, I guess.
I genuinely didn't want to tell you like this. I didn't want to make it seem like I'm holding him hostage. But no matter what you may think of me, I just want you all to accept this reality and move on with your happy lives.
And that matters how exactly? Don't tell me you think dangling my life before us is going to have any impact on our decision.
So you knew.
Well, I lacked conclusive evidence. But after I fought against you all, I had a gap in my memory that ended with meeting up with him again.
Okay. So he remembers dying, and then the next thing he remembers is walking in and talking with us.
There were also the cases of Wakaba Ishiki and President Okumura. Of course, I'd find all of that suspicious.
I see. I had a feeling the truth of the matter still wouldn't dissuade you, Akechi-kun. But how about you? You think dangling my life before us is going to affect our decision? That's what Akechi-kun said a moment ago. If that's how you see it at this point, I'm fine with it. But I'm still going to ask you, one last time, will you accept the reality I create for you?
Dang. It was too good to be true. It was too good to be true. In order to beat Maruki, we gotta get Akechi out of here. We gotta send him back from whence he came.
You were the guiding light to my research. You showed me the way so I could make my dream into reality. I have nothing but gratitude for you. Not a single ounce of ill will. That's why I wanted you of all people to understand.
Dude, Maruki is like the best villain that we've encountered in recent memory. He's not even a villain, he's just an antagonist. He's an anti-villain, anti-hero something like that.
Perhaps I shouldn't ask you for an answer on the spot like that. I'll be going now.
You forgot something.
Ah, that's right. I've heard you're calling.
So he's not gonna read it? Aw.
And about my question, let's do this. I'll be waiting in the palace tomorrow, just as I promised. If you still haven't changed your mind by then, we'll meet there. But if you don't show, I'll take that to mean you've accepted my reality.
So if we can choose not to go into the palace.
See you.
What are you gonna do?
We're going into the palace, dude. Goto made his bed. He had to lie in it. He still killed people, no matter how much we would rather that wasn't the case.
I'd like to speak with him.
Akechi. Gotcha. I'll leave the decision up to you. Let me know when you've reached an answer.
I will carve my own path for myself. I refuse to accept a reality concocted by someone else, stuck under their control for the rest of my days.
Oh, so he's not gonna die? Alright, well that's still fine. I would accept that as well. Honestly, I really feel like Akechi is gonna end up in the Shadow Operatives under some type of parole or something like that. That would be the most sensible outcome for him, but... Okay, if he's not gonna die, that's 100% better. But then... you'll...
So what? That's the path I chose. All you have to do is stick to your guns and challenge Maruki. Or are you really so spineless that you'd fold over some bullshit trivial threat on my life?
Okay, I'm not sure how it's gonna shake out at this point. This isn't trivial.
It is. Do you think I'd be happy with this? Being shown mercy now, of all times? I don't want to be pitied. This isn't something I'm debating with you. Your indecisiveness on the matter is essentially a betrayal of my wishes. I want to hear you say it aloud. What do you intend to do?
If we fight against Maruki and win, we'll return to the original reality. But Akechi. So I'm guessing if we choose not to go against Maruki, then the final boss battle will instead be against Goto.
I won't wait a moment longer. Answer me.
We're stopping Maruki.
All right. I'm relieved to hear it. I will never accept this form of reality. I'm done being manipulated. Let's go back to our true reality.
Oh, nice! Okay.
This is great. I feel so alive. I'll sow chaos as far as the eye can see.
So they didn't Shinjiro Koromaru us. This is awesome.
All right.
Akachi's persona Loki has transformed into Hereward. I have no idea who that is, but alright.
What's a life worth in a reality that was cooked up just to satisfy someone else? I say none. We have to win this, no matter what.
There's no going back now. Ingenious Spirit, Rebellion Blade, colossal almighty damage to one foe. Highly effective if foe is down. It's 99 SP though! What the heck? I don't know about, well, okay. Just because it's there, we'll get it, but that's ridiculously expensive. May decrease SP cost of ally support almighty skills by half. Okay, cause Jesus Christ! So its single target costs twice as much, but alright.
All right, we're all here. It's time. Our final battle. Maruki came by Leblanc last night, so we gave him the calling card.
I doubt Maruki is still interested in discussion. You realize there's no backing out now, right?
Yeah, we gotta take him down here.
Ain't no way we're gonna run now. We're gonna confront Doc in his palace, show him what's up, and go back to our own reality, right?
Yeah, buddy. Let's do this.
Right.
It appears we're all ready.
It's time to take back what belongs to us. Our own reality.
The summary of the story's been updated. Okay, we're fine there. Ooh. This theme, though. So we will equip. Oh, it's a remix of the thing. Right? Let's get it, dude. Right.
Let's go.
I wish we could put Akachi back in his other costume, but oh well. It makes sense that we wouldn't be able to. But there's nothing left for us to do. Is this the team we want to run with? Let's
I see you made it. Come on up. I'll meet with you at the center of paradise.
Okay. A literal stairway to heaven. Well, we can finally move on now that we've got some stairs. Let's end this. Right. Alright, I think the team that we're going to instead use... Yeah, we're all level 90. Let's check. Hold on. What is Morgana even equipped with? Ring of Wrath. Increases agility. Cures all non-special ailments. He doesn't need that. Crystal of Sorrow, Life Aid. He also doesn't need that. Invigorate 3. We could give him that. think that might be... I think that might be our best. And we can also teach him Freydine, but... Alright, I think that's gonna be our best option. Once we pass through here, we won't have any choice but to confront Maruki.
Joker.
You ready, Joker? Absolutely.
Yes.
Let's do it. And Brave Step should combo pretty nicely with his Miracle Punch. Up and up and up we ascend.
Oh, yeah!
We're all ready. Let's do it, Joker.
Now.
Try exercise more patience this time, alright? No way is that happening. Oh, I think everything will be fine. It's basically the same as we always do. Alright. Now this is scenic. I can see the top now. We're almost there.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for meeting us here.
It looks like I have your answer.
We're sure of ourselves now.
That's good to hear. Now, let's begin. If you win, my heart will be changed. However, if I win, my reality becomes the true reality. I will overwrite all of existence with my own cognition. I'm not holding back anymore.
We're the last thing standing between him and his...
What the?
Just as you have your own beliefs, I too have no intention of changing my plans for reality. No matter what happens to me in the end, I will fix this torturous world. That is my own rebellion.
Uh-oh.
His apparel just...
So he's also got Phantom Thief attire?
And I believe you called forth your power like this. Persona.
Uh-oh.
No way. So Maruki really does have a persona.
Was that really still a question? His outfit though is I'm not sure what that's supposed to be evocative of, but
I'd regret not pointing this out to you. You shouldn't mistake our powers as being equal. It's time, Azathoth.
okay, so it's not Nyarlathotep.
Our final battle has come. My persona guides me.
Dr. Maruki.
I have to do this.
Incoming, guys. Get ready.
Alright, so we got phase 1 to start with, Maruki. We're gonna open up with one debilitate.
What? The persona shielded him?
So we can't get at Maruki just yet then.
This persona's definitely trouble. Witness my resolve.
Oh, there's a bunch of targets. Alright, let's do a little bit of this action. Maruki is untouchable at the moment. So they got us with this Rebellion Blade nonsense then. We should have stuck with Megidola Own. I knew they would, not knew, but I figured. Oh my gosh. Alright, so he blocked that. Damage greatly reduced by Shield Tendril. So he's got his own special persona skill. Let's go for...
Ella. Good job.
Nice. Alright, so weak? Wait, weak? To what? Oh, physical skills, right. Well, actually, we'll go for gun again.
Crow's life is in danger.
Memory blow. That basic attack? Alright. Shapeless guard. Okay, so he can pump his own defense up. Regeneration, and he can bring his tendrils back.
Crow doesn't have much health left. Someone heal him.
Gotta find out what the other ones are weak to.
Knocked him right off their feet. Nice, Joker.
Go ahead.
Not done yet. Okay, that has brought your power even higher.
Then a miracle rush. Now let's have you.
Allow me. Nice. Let's dance.
Well, that one's already on the ground. So we can finally actually get him, I think.
This is my goal.
Yes.
Crow doesn't
Can't
have
do all
health
that
left. Someone
much.
heal him. Thank you so much.
Persona.
Next physical attack deals over double damage for one ally. Tentacle of healing? Oh no, sir. Well, let's have him. We have something that hits everybody. To one foe. Yeah. Okay, to all foes.
Make a decision.
Direct hit to their weakness. Nice work, Crow.
So we got one.
The enemy is strong. Defeat it quickly with bless. This could be tough. Bless skills will be nullified, so
Well, we can try Psy next.
Can I use this? You went right for its weakness.
Amplify magic. Azathoth is focused. And that tendril that shields him is back now too. So that's not grand. Maybe I was a little hasty in saying Megidolo has no usage. Alright, let's try this.
Go down.
Alright. Damage greatly reduced by shield tendril. Oh, we haven't tried Magarudyne. Something's bound to be weak to that, right? Yes.
Enemy on the floor. Bonafide, Monafide.
And then we can go for the Makoga own.
Dance, Persona. Enchantasella. We've almost won. Pass the baton and switch attackers. It's all you.
That's my cue.
Get 'em.
I'll break them.
Who is weak? Alright, you're weak to Levitain. And finally, us.
You're all here. Goes.
Pass the baton. That was perfect.
It's time.
Which means, let's hit him with this. Alright, so now are either of you weak? Well, let's debilitate
That
actually.
should do.
Let's dance.
Masquerade Maruki. Yeah. Nuclear Crush.
It all comes down to this.
Crap. But at least we've got something we can pull off now though. We don't want to step on Morgana's toes. We've got Maega own. Alright. Now which one of you is weak to that?
Knocked them right off their feet. Nice, Joker. No wind skills. It's powerful, so stay on guard.
Morgana.
On to the next. Persona!
Yeah. So we can just go through everybody. This is gonna be the better way to go about things.
Bonafide, bonafide.
You. Next up.
Get him, Persona!
Ah, the one that's down. What about you? What are you weak to?
Strong and impervious to nuclear attacks?
That one in the back we can't do anything to. Oop, nope.
Persona!
How's about instead we Vorpal Blade?
Good job, Violet.
That gives you.
Crush them. That looks perfect.
Persona!
Now this riot gun will probably kill the crap out of him. Ugh, crap. We should have hung on to Megiddola own, dude. Highly effective if foe is downed. Let's chance it.
Crow's life is in danger. Crow doesn't have
that.
much health left. Someone heal him.
Yeah, we'll heal him.
I'll return the
Morgana helping us out, keeping us alive.
Nice timing.
So he's all stat downed now.
Fear my power.
Okay, so riot gun specifically does not work on that guy. Let's Alright.
Let's dance.
Increases chance of critical for all allies for 3
How
turns.
about this?
Memory blow again, trying to inflict that forget.
Whoa, that was awesome.
And bring his cronies right friggin' back. Alright, so we're not. I'd rather use stuff that gets everybody.
No wind skills. It's powerful, so stay on guard.
That's the one that's the bless that's got the bless weakness.
This could be tough. Bless skills will be nullified, so be. The enemy is strong.
That's the
Let
one with the
the
Garu
inverts bring
weakness. Alright, so we want to do Fizz, Bless, Curse, Garu. Who do we want to end on, though? I think we want to end on Kasumi, so
The opponent is
Azathoth,
strong.
no idea what that's weak to.
Knocked him right off their feet. Nice,
Then we'll go
Joker.
to Morgana.
Go ahead.
All right, on to the next. Witness my resolve.
A little bit of this action.
One enemy on the floor. Bonafide, bonafide.
Let's actually have Sumire.
Ready to go. Get him. Persona.
I think I just called her Kasumi too. Whoops. But
Ella.
dang, dude.
Good job, Violet.
Alright.
Please, allow me a shot. Nice combos.
And the only thing.
I'll break them.
Oh my gosh, dude. Megiddola own would have been friggin' great. I can't believe it.
Make this quick. Persona.
Who's not? Alright, well, everybody is down. We can get them all with a riot gun. Except for the one in the center.
Persona.
Sure.
Go.
I'll break.
So it is slow going, but let's go for the Rebellion Blade. 167. Alright, so we're slowly but surely getting him. No critic. We're not critting him though.
Saw that.
He's forever trying with memory blow.
Here I go. Speed up.
Okay. That helps.
Sona.
Do we have something that we can get at least? It looks like at least 2 of them block everything. Sure. Let's try my Cobalt Loan.
Knocked them right off their feet. Nice, Joker.
And then we'll go through our usual pattern.
On to the next. Time for my persona.
One Magarudine.
Diego. One enemy on the floor. Bonafide, bonafide.
Then we've got you, Sumire. Vorpal Blade exactly when we need it.
Good job, Violet.
If only we could.
Teamwork. That was perfect.
Yeah.
World's life is in danger. Persona.
Okay, and then he's up next anyways.
Diego.
God. Heal.
Kasumi's next. Yeah, let's have him drop something to heal with. Fully restores HP of all allies? Sure.
This?
I appreciate it. Good thinking.
I wonder if we even have the capability of critting Maruki and Azathoth. The answer is probably not. Alright, so it's finally reverted on him. Amplify Force. Azathoth charged up. Now his people are back. At the very least, we're getting them every single time. So that's extremely good.
Not bad.
Okay, cool. His first phase is over.
We've only just begun.
More tendrils.
So let's move on.
Huh? He's getting stronger? Be careful.
Okay.
What was that just now?
Probably affected reality. No magic attack skills. Okay. Maybe not as okay. Yeah, I didn't. Oh man. The best thing we've got is Gigantomachia.
You're mine.
But if we can't do any physical attack skills, then they're enemies we just can't get.
Joker. Ready to go. On to the next.
I'm really not interested in finding out what he's gonna do to us if we don't fight the way he wants.
Persona. Me. What?
Fear my power.
No magic attack skills.
That should do.
Persona.
Now right back to you with another Vorpal Blade.
Messed up.
Eternal Radiance.
Robot knocked down.
Okay.
He needs cover.
We're still good. Oh, and he gets to go again.
Joker, are you alright?
He got the technical damage on us, dude.
I'm not scared of anyone.
Nice. You taught us this one, Maruki. Energy stream. Oh. Harukaja. Alright, so he's buffing himself. My guy got 1,000,000 turns back to back. Okay.
Yoshizawa-san, that pain you're suffering, it must be impossible to move on. I want to save you from that awful life.
Is he gonna?
I am myself. I'll never forget that again. Joker, your health is low.
All right.
Watch out.
So we have to save everyone. The power of salvation.
Thank you so much. Sorry.
And then we can go through our usual loop. Unable to baton pass. Okay.
Show your might.
Whatever. We have to go through our turn like normal. Unable to baton pass.
Hey, something's wrong. This is our chance. Pass the baton.
We can't! He won't let us! So we're just gonna have to double tap from here.
Show your might.
Everybody gets to just make their second move.
Rose up again. It's payback time.
And we got the one that was in the center out of there, actually. So since we can't baton pass, at least allowing everybody to take, well, we're not going to be able to take any more second moves with everybody down, but that's okay. Nice.
Let's dance.
Makoga own.
Enchant us, Ella.
Not bad.
Another Eternal Radiance. Oh, man. Oh, Veil of Sunrise, though.
Crow's life is in danger.
Raining Seeds.
Crow's life is in danger.
Alright, so we've procced his Endure.
This one. Defense up.
Alright, a free Marakukaja. Not bad.
Persona!
How about we can definitely Salvation again.
I appreciate it.
Oh, you should have attacked first, though.
No time for thanks.
Ah, we'll be fine.
Persona!
Oh, and we can
Diego!
baton pass again.
Mona, good job. 2 enemies toppled.
Alright. Pass the baton to ourselves.
On to the next.
Persona!
Makoga own. Then we can pass it to Sumire.
Baton pass. Nice. Dance,
Alright, all she'll really be able to do is Vorpal Blade.
Ella.
I'll break them.
And we want him. Get everybody with a nice riot gun.
Persona! Victory is ours.
Yeah, focusing on Maruki is probably the smartest bet.
They're too strong.
Gonna have to Salvation her again.
Too slow.
Okay, so Raining Seeds hits us twice. I was looking at it and I'm paying attention like, okay, what is it? What special thing is...
Morgana-kun, I know how you truly feel, and there's no need to fear your differences anymore. Don't worry. You don't have to explain anything to me. All I have to do to help you is merely imagine it.
I don't care what I look like anymore. I'm always going to be myself.
Unable to cure?
Persona!
So can we still heal? Oh, wow.
Violet's in real trouble.
Persona!
Hurry, heal her.
We can't. He won't let us.
Go down!
Knocked him right off their feet. Nice, Joker.
Alright,
Go ahead.
Not done yet. Great thing.
can we still use items though?
Transform your power even higher.
We can't. Oh, wow. Maruki said, no, sir.
Show your might, Diego! Mona, good job! 2 enemies toppled.
Alright, so if that's the case, we're actually going to double tap Maruki's.
Violence and really strong and immune to physical strikes. Brute force won't work.
Let's,
Persona!
Dang. How about a Masukunda for your trouble? Now you can Eiga own.
Direct hit to their weakness. Nice work, Crow.
Alright. Let's have her guard. Cool, Evade Bless helped us out. Oh man, if we're still unable to cure after this, we're in a serious situation. Shapeless guard again. Well, I guess him only bringing 2 back at partial health.
His accuracy is down.
Alright, salvation. There we go, finally.
I'll return the favor.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Nice timing.
Time for my persona.
Sure. Magarudine. But Morgana's SP is definitely getting pretty down there.
Bonafide.
Yeah, then us.
Not done yet. The
Let's
baton
go.
has powered you up.
Ooh, all of them are weak to this? That means it's time for Sumire to show off a little bit.
Persona.
But let's have her show off with Vorpal.
I'll break them.
No doubt about that. Yeah, let's debilitate Maruki.
Let's dance.
And that gives us the capability of masquerading yet again on him. Oh well. Nice! Evade Bless coming in clutch! Ooh, alright. We took 2 hits. That's okay though.
Akechi-kun, don't throw away your life. You're with him and his friends. You can begin to atone for what you've done.
Enough of this high and mighty bullshit. You're pissing me off.
Unable to guard. Okay, that is much less of a problem.
Ravage them!
We're gonna have to take a look and see what this central tendril is weak to before we baton pass.
Not bad, Joker.
Can't do it blind, because then we're not gonna be able to plus as hard.
It's strong and guns won't help.
Win.
Be careful.
Alright. That means, Morgana, you're up.
Witness my resolve. Diego.
Ooh, double trouble in him. And we're actually going to Magarudine a second time. And now his actual turn is up.
Powerful, so stay on guard. Come forth, lather set.
So there's nothing we can do to get him. So that means, let's actually take this time. Restores 10% SP. Nah, we'll go for the Chewing Soul. And your move will be doing a nice little... Oh, dang. Let's go for the Riot Gun then.
Not bad.
And we'll actually let that tendril percolate over there. We won't kill it.
Let's finish this.
It's Maruki that we're after. And if we can keep him... If we can save one tendril from getting killed, then it makes it easier for us to move forward. Uh-oh. Sumire's about to get got. Nope. She ducked out of the way. Excellent. Yeah, you can bring your tendrils back, dude. It won't matter.
Sona.
Let's actually have him do both. We can baton pass to Morgana instead.
If you pass the baton, you can hit the foe's weakness. Good choice. All right, Morgana.
Okay, we can Magarudyne.
One enemy on the floor.
And then we'll have him Salvation. You see how we do? That's how you gotta get it done. Get the most out of your turns.
No time for thanks.
And then he can still attack again.
I can't nihil.
Now the problem here is that the shield tendril is still in our friggin' way.
Hit to their weakness. Nice work, bro. Ella.
Okay, cool, we got him. Another Eternal Radiance. We were able to kill the shield tendril before anything else happened. Well, there he goes. So Veil of Sunrise, well,
So this is fear.
it's got a higher chance of working, I guess, but first death. We're definitely going to. We'll attack, and then we'll be the ones to bring him back.
Do you remember how every one of your dreams was granted in my reality? Not a single person is in pain here. Everyone is happy. Why would you deny them that opportunity?
Unable to baton pass again. Okay, that we can deal with.
Two enemies floored. Not bad, Joker.
And since we can't baton pass, we gotta Samara Karm ourselves rather than having Morgana do it. But it's way cheaper when we do it anyways, so. And since we can't baton pass, that just means we'll be able to do the exact same thing. Whoa, no! Uh-oh, whoops. Okay, that was on me.
Kill them, Herald!
And sure, we can get them with the Makoga on again.
Not bad.
Working out just peachy. Dang.
Down. He needs cover.
Crow is, he's being more than a little bit of a liability. And that detox is killing it.
Both down. We need backup here.
Same deal, though. Same deal. We get our attack in. We do our little Samara Karm.
Here I go. Speed up.
This should help, actually, quite a bit.
He's hurt bad.
Yeah.
Ravage them!
Morgana's not having the best time right now.
Two enemies floored. Not bad, Joker.
We can baton pass. Yep, we can baton pass again, but
This one.
what we're more interested in, bringing our biggest liability back.
It got a death wish.
I won't.
He is getting down there.
Enemy on the floor. Bonafide.
Sure, let's baton pass back to us.
The baton pass powered you up.
And there aren't any enemies who aren't downed, so...
Nice one, Joker. You hit its weakness.
Persona!
What are...
Fear my power!
Okay, we can actually get everybody like this. Nice.
Dance, Persona.
And one Makoga on.
It's no good.
Alright. Well, there goes Morgana. Ooh, there goes us. What am I talking about?
They're too strong.
It's fine.
Okay. We gotta heal. Our HP total is looking too low. But of course we're gonna attack first.
Persona!
He's hurt bad.
Alright. A
You're
little bit of this
mine.
action.
Two enemies floored. Not bad, Joker.
Then Salvation. Ooh, okay. That 181 had me nervous.
Sorry. Hot four. My other self.
Yes, please.
Diego!
That's the central one, nice and taken out. What are you?
Strong and impervious to
Nulls.
nuclear attacks.
Okay, but doesn't null light
They're
or
tough,
bless.
but weak to nuclear.
Bless
You
and
know it's
fizz are
good, right?
fine. No. So if bless is fine, let's bring it back to us.
On to the next.
Persona!
A little bit of Makoga own action. And then they can do their thing.
Persona!
Not bad.
Let's dance.
One masquerade. Slowly but surely, dude, we're getting him down.
Crow's got some
Ooh,
moves.
excellent! We 100% plussed off of that one.
Crow's got
And
some moves.
same situation. Morgana, we should probably have him Masukunza yet again.
I understand the difficulty of accepting such a huge change, but that's nothing more than your fears controlling you. Please, won't you please believe me?
We've experienced your reality for ourselves, dude. There's nothing to believe. Unable to
Let's
cure. Okay.
You're mine.
Knocked him right off their
Since
feet.
we can't
Nice,
cure, we can still baton pass, though.
Joker. All right, on to the next. Persona.
And we're free to Magarudine to our heart's content.
Mona, good job. 2 enemies toppled.
We'll actually have him attack twice rather than baton pass again. And what are you weak
Powerful enemy.
to? Bless and curse?
With
Alright,
curse
but
attacks.
he needs some... Oh, right, unable to cure. Alright. So that includes those. Then let's Miracle Rush, I guess.
It didn't work.
I'll break them.
Alright. So this is what we're needing.
Direct hit to their weakness. Nice work, Crow.
One of these to finish it off.
Not bad.
Half health them.
They're too strong.
3 out of 4. But, of course, we keep detoxing off everything he throws at us, which is godlike. That's such a consistent skill. Now he's brought his people back.
Persona!
Everybody's weak to Makoga own? Don't mind if we do. It's crazy that Vohu Mana, the persona that us maxing him out blessed us with, is so good against him. Definitely not going to take that for granted, though.
No time for
Okay, since Morgana... Yeah, Morgana's running a little low.
Come on, Persona. Show your might, Diego. That was their weak point. Keep up the pressure, Mona.
Fear my power.
Alright. So this turn did not go nearly as well.
I won't lose.
Dance, Persona. Enchant us, Ella.
Alright. Yeah, Morgana, we need to drop like a Soma or something. Whoa!
Back up here.
Alright. Ooh, took way too much damage on the chin right there.
They're too strong.
And then there's the regeneration once more.
Mona's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
Yeah, Morgana is not in the best of shape.
Knocked him right off their feet. Nice, Joker.
Alright, now
Maybe
we're
not.
going to Samarakarm. And we'll have Morgana. We'll have Morgana Magarudine, and then... Ooh! Perfect!
Appreciate it.
But yeah, we'll have
I won't.
Yes, one Magarudine, and then we'll have him drop the Soma.
Mona, good job. 2 enemies toppled.
I won't
Yeah.
lose. Thank you so much.
Bring everybody back
Nice timing.
to normal.
I'll break them.
Sure, because we're not... We'd have to get really friggin' lucky after not being able to do all that much this time around. Well, we can at least get the center one. Another Eternal Radiance, and Crow is already basically done. Nice! Evade Bless, putting in work. Another Raining Seeds. Oh, Crow, don't die! Yep, there he is. Alright, well. Another Energy Stream. Healed himself for 888 points of HP. It'll be fine. We'll be good.
Suffering and pain bring nothing to people except their ruin. Why would you force yourself into that? Just let me save you all. Just this once.
Just this once? Unable to guard. Okay. That we are not at all worried about.
Knocked him right off their feet. Nice, Joker.
Alright, and now we're going to have to Samara Karm him yet again.
They've got a death wish.
Witness my resolve.
Okay, here we go. Go ahead and double tap on this really quickly, or let's alright, well, let's be a little responsible. Guarding, though. We haven't been guarding at all. Except for the single time. Alright, so that's not going to work on either of them. He would be so much more useful with Megiddola own. Yet another evil smile. Nice! No one got that time. Okay. So she got crit, but she didn't go down thanks to Veil of Sunrise. Another energy stream? Dude, come on. We can't keep up with that. Healing 1600 HP? It's crazy.
Hurry, heal her.
We will heal her.
2 enemies floored. Not bad, Joker.
Persona!
This will be after we Salvation, or not after we Salvation. We attacked, then we were able to heal with Salvation. No problem.
Persona! Diego!
It'd be nice if we could. Well, that's fine. Now, can we get them both? Okay, we can get you with Bless, and we can get with you with Bless. Okay. Sure. Let's bring her right back to us.
Persona!
You're mine.
Yes, it did. How about doubles the damage of magical attacks one time? Physical attacks. Raises attack for one ally for 3 turns. Let's do this.
Use this.
Which means her Masquerade is going to be much stronger. Yep, good. 320 damage. Rap.
Somebody do something. Too strong.
We could definitely use a bit of strength or a bit of hardiness.
Real trouble. Hurry, heal her.
Ravage them.
We will heal her though.
Right off their feet. Nice,
Definitely
Joker.
not just gonna leave her in the lurch, but that's gonna be after we Salvation. Or I keep saying after we Salvation. We're gonna Salvation in order to bring her back to where she should be at.
Not bad.
Perfect.
Good job. 2 enemies toppled. Time for my persona.
Let's just have him Megarudine again.
Fear my power.
And then the Ega own to get you out of here.
Let's dance.
Masquerade. Don't energy stream yourself again. Uh-oh. There goes friggin' Goro.
Robot
Yep.
knocked down. He needs cover.
And another Raining Seeds. Rip. Not. At least he
Do
didn't.
you remember how every one of your dreams was granted in my reality? Not a single...
Alright. So I guess they expected us to be done with this by now, unable to baton pass.
You're mine.
That is 100% okay.
3 enemies on the floor. Nice, Joker.
Persona!
Now we're going to Samarkarm. It's gonna... Morgana's gonna have to be the one to salvation.
They've got a death wish.
Still fighting. I'll return
Or
the favor.
maybe we'll leave that to Crow, because Crow's
He's hurt bad.
the only person who's not like strength upped anymore.
Not bad.
Yeah, I think he'll be the one to bead chain us.
Thank you so much. Sorry.
Which leaves her to Makoga own. This Eternal Radiance. I think I'm about to switch Crow out. Because so far, he's not really doing anything for us. Actually, he's got Tyrant's Wrath. Maybe we should try pivoting that more into what Sumire is doing.
This one. Defense up.
Dang, if only, well,
Knocked him right off their feet. Nice, Joker.
alright. So now we'll baton pass to Morgana, if only for the heal. The heal is definitely going to be doing more work. Nice! Dang. Dang.
Not bad.
And then, yep, another Magarodine won't know what to do.
I'll break them.
Okay, and you switch. We're actually going to bring Ryuji in.
I'm done with
Let's
this.
do this.
Alright. Now, let's Brave Step. Okay, cool. Missed everybody. This Raining Seeds. Hopefully we can get a little lucky with Morgana. Okay, Morgana didn't die. We actually have no idea as far as electricity goes.
Sakamata-kun, you dream of running. Running would make life so much easier for your mother. I can make that dream your reality.
Yeah? Well, too bad for you. I'm done running away from my problems.
Unable to
Let's
cure.
go.
That's a problem. Man, we might hit a bit of a snag there.
Nice, Joker.
Up to you.
Alright, we can still heal up that way at least.
He's hurt bad. Moose.
Let's Masukunda hedge our bets that way.
Persona!
Alright, first things first. Ooh. Oh, okay. Well, let's go for the Agni Astra.
Looking good, Skull. Everyone's health is really low.
Not all
Can someone
that
heal?
great. Alright, so we are definitely at this dude's mercy.
Skull's in
Alright.
trouble.
So he withstood the attack, but that was about all.
They're too strong.
Okay, regeneration. Thank God. That could have been way worse.
Persona! There!
So we have two people who are good with that now.
Knocked him right off their feet. Nice, Joker.
All
Then
right.
we will salvation.
I appreciate it.
I think we'll have Morgana attack and then up our strength.
Mona, good job. 2 enemies toppled.
Let's baton pass to Ryuji.
My turn. Persona! Blast him, William!
Right in the weak
Alright,
spot.
so we had to have, somebody had to have been weak to that.
Blast him, William!
Alright, so we've got Maruki on the friggin' ropes.
Not bad.
You went right for its weakness.
Don't energy stream. Okay, another Eternal Radiance. We can 100% deal with that.
Skull's in trouble.
Okay. Whoo! Energy stream. We would have won already if he hadn't healed himself for 1600 HP.
Can't deny that you're all strong, but that's exactly what's making you suffer.
So we've entered the next phase.
It's time to end this. I'm going to save all of you.
Mona, be careful. I'm picking up multiple readings beneath you.
So we have to have Morgana guard then?
Persona!
Dizzy, he might not be able to land a hit.
Ravage him!
We won't let Morgana get God.
Persona!
Pursuant to that, salvation.
I'll return the favor. Thank you.
Thanks!
Though I say we won't let Morgana get got, but I'm not sure if it's actually going to be up to us in the end. Alright, let's guard. While you, yep, Agni Astra.
Right in the weak spot. Looking good, Skull.
And then I think we can Vorpal Blade. Well, sure, let's go for that. Piercing Strike. Jeez, dude.
Focus on healing up.
Alright. So he didn't die, which is good.
I understand the difficulty of accepting such a huge change, but that's nothing more than your fears controlling you.
Please, won't you please believe me?
Unable to guard. Alright, we can 100% deal with that. And so we can get a little bit of passive healing down. Let's have Morgana tag in next. Oh yeah.
Diego!
One Magaru Dime coming right up. Nice.
Mona's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
Morgana's a big boy. If he dies, he dies. Oh, nice. But he's got a little bit left in the tank for all of us.
I appreciate it.
Now, since we're unable to guard, if we have another piercing strike we have to contend with, that's going to be a problem. Whoa, he has nothing he can do? Alright. Next physical attack deals over double damage for all allies. Be able to get him. But before that, before we can get anybody,
Yay, Violet! You went right for its weakness.
Evil Smile.
They're too strong.
Yeah, we can't make it out of that with nobody getting hit, with nobody getting got 100% of the time, sadly.
Saw that.
Nice,
All right,
Violet.
still
Just
fine,
what I
still
expect
fine.
from an athlete.
Rakunda. All right. That's strange. Well, I guess it's not strange. It just he hasn't done it yet.
You're mine.
All right. So that's that. Next, what we want to do,
Now, pass the baton.
we actually want someone who can. It's also Mataru Kaja here.
All right.
Moto's
Now,
defense has
you
great weakness is electricity.
repels
If we can
Fizz.
use that, it'll go down fast. Diego!
We have to kill the crap out of that one.
One enemy on the floor. Bonafide.
Nice. Okay.
I'll return the
He's
favor.
that's like the third or fourth time he's done that for us, actually.
Diego!
All right. So now we're free to start dropping our physical attacks. And then lastly is going to be her.
Keep an eye on
Masquerade on him. There we go. So that's the first fight done. And next, I'm sure we're just going to fight Azathoth.
Azathoth. Did I fail?
All you have to do is change reality or something. Give us that second fight.
Is that?
Wait, is that it? Was that it?
It's Maruki's treasure.
I don't think that's gonna be it.
What is it, though? A torch?
It's like, maybe it's like fire, like Prometheus type fire.
The torch is a light to guide people. It may symbolize his perception of himself as the guide for the entire world.
In reality, it's probably going to end up being that, it's either going to end up being that research paper or a memento of Rumi's.
We're here to change his heart, aren't we? Go on. Take it.
So, this is it.
I doubt that.
This place is collapsing.
Really? That was it? Just the one fight?
We'd better take our leave.
Rumi, I'm sorry. I couldn't. No, I can still.
There we go. He's got something up his sleeve.
Joker, look out!
Damn it! We gotta book it.
Guys, jump in!
Are we not going to bring Maruki with us? Okay, well, I guess that's it.
Hang on!
That was close.
But we managed it. I really can't believe there was just the one. Well, I guess he did go through 3 separate positions, but I thought Azathoth was going to go crazy and then we were just going to fight it.
Dr. Maruki.
I'm sure he'll be fine. He doesn't deserve to die.
This has gone too far past changing someone's heart. Is he even still alive?
Looks like that isn't a concern.
Sorry, but I won't admit defeat just yet.
Okay, so we are still in this. Please, give this up.
I'm sorry. You know I can't do that. I've been chosen by the world itself. Granting this wish is my responsibility.
The hell?
He changed reality, so he always had it or something.
He just... the treasure! Isn't that...
No, you can't be serious.
Maruki, he's done it. He evolved his persona.
Such strength of will.
If it is for everyone's happiness, I don't care what happens to me. Don't resist. Accept it. With my power. No. With mine and Adam Cadmon's together, our reality is nigh! My persona guides me.
Okay, so his ultimate persona is Adam Cadmon.
I refuse to let it end like this. Adam Cadmon, guide us all to our ideal reality.
You're wrong.
We'll decide our reality.
Yeah, we refuse to let it end any other way too.
Persona!
Damage to Maruki greatly reduced. Okay, so this time we gotta go after it. Well, let's actually open up with Vault Guardian. We'll be able to try to get a feel for what he can do. We still have plenty in the tank as well, so I'm not all that worried ultimately. Alright. One. Oh! We can't target. Alright. Can't target him. Adam Cadmon. 73. Now that's friggin' crazy. $52.
Let's dance. This is my soul.
85, okay. Origin Light. Holy crap. Alright, definitely dropping the Vault Guardian was a good move. How about you salvation us?
I'll return the favor.
As long as we keep him debuffed and keep ourselves buffed, I'm sure we will be fine. 168, see? Already doing pretty good. There we go.
Adam Cadmon, lend me your strength.
Revitalized soul. So he stole HP from us to heal himself. Okay. Let's... I mean, we're going to have Ryuji fighting Spirit in any case, so I'm not super worried about that. We shall get that Garudine in there, dude.
Persona!
And now, with our attack up, him debilitated, and us charged.
Victory is ours.
Nice! Grand Palm. Okay, don't know what he was trying to pull, but it's a good thing that it didn't go through. Speaking of, let's, hold on. We will actually... Where's our Rosette's Opida? Yep.
Okay.
We didn't buy all these things for nothing, that's for sure.
Not finish you.
Come on, Maruki. What you got for us? Let's go for the Agniastra. Yes! See? Beautiful.
Let's dance. This is my soul.
Not bad.
Alright, almost got him. Grand Palm again.
No.
That would have killed us? Dude, what the heck?
It's time.
Uh,
You're mine.
Now the question is, can we win here?
Persona!
Hopefully the answer is yes. 83 damage.
I still can't do it.
Dude, we're too strong for you.
My reality is right before my eyes.
So Adam Cadmon's about to do something he's got no business doing.
I'm sorry. I said I didn't care what happened to me. But I guess I wasn't committed to my words. You too, huh?
Crow-senpai, what are you...
Can't you tell?
You think the same thing, don't you? Of course you do. After all...
No, you can't!
We hesitate right now, we die!
Up there!
I'm all yours. Use me however you want. Now, show us the reality. The reality we wish for. I am thou, and...
This is it. Full force. Please not another Shido. Please not another Shido. Okay, who?
Oh no!
This power is the source and the destination. I will be the light that guides mankind.
But we are still not going to run.
Oh yeah, it's over for you.
We're going to beat you and go back to our own reality!
That's the spirit. Now let's finish this.
Come!
First things first. Get that debilitate going on. And it's gonna be Morgana's job to make sure we don't all die.
Moose. Thank you so much.
Alright, Ryuji is going to Mataru Kaja us, or actually, he'll fighting spirit us. And then she's going to up our defense. With a Kongo Opera.
Can I use this?
Attack position. So attack position seems like it's going to be a problem. One that we will try to brave. To 11. Let's have Ryuji. Agniastra. Oh, he's got 3 parts? Okay. I don't want to waste this fighting spirit, so.
Cannot fail. I must not fail you all.
Another full force. All right.
If this doesn't stop, I'm gonna try to find a way to get us through this. Just hang in there for a few more seconds.
All right. So at least he's going in on us, but it's not something that is insurmountable. Well, let's re-up on our debilitate. Not that really helped anything.
I won't lose.
We'll be fine. Ryuji's about to hop right back to it. Another fighting spirit, and this time we're going to have Sumire drop a Rasetsu Ofura.
This should help.
Another attack position. Well, sacrifices must be made. Ryuji, Sumire, do what you gotta do, dude. Nice. Though it doesn't look like his HP totals are going down at all.
Dance, Persona! Victory is ours!
Huh.
The time to end such strife is at hand.
Is this an actual fight or not? There we go. What do you got for us, Futaba?
I got it! I found his weakness! Joker, the next time he attacks, that's your chance.
Okay, so it wasn't an actual fight.
His head is his weak spot. Though our attacks are ineffective in his normal state. But whenever he attacks, he drops his guard while concentrating all of his power. So if we can target his head as he strikes, we might have a shot.
We've come this far. We ain't gonna give up.
Yeah! You gotta do way better than this!
Don't underestimate our tenacity!
It's just another threat. We'll overcome it like we always do! If I run now, I know I'll regret it! We'll decide for ourselves what we want our lives to be!
I'm a bit occupied, so do your goddamn job!
Oracle, how does it look? Perfect! His head's defense level has dropped down to 0%! Go for it! Finish this, Joker!
Let's do it!
Checkmate.
Okay. Maruki put up as best a fight as he could.
Why?
I mean, you had noble intentions, but it was just too... It was just too much.
I gave up everything else. I dedicated all that I have to this, but I still... Why?
You're denying reality.
You mean I'm running away from it all?
You nailed it. It's true that I turned my back on the original reality. But where's the harm in that?
I mean, we're kind of living in the harm that can cause, dude. You're so distorted trying to get away from reality that you've done all of this.
When it grows to be too much, too painful, every person deserves to escape that. In all honesty, it's best for a person's growth when they tackle their own hardships. But reality doesn't always make that so feasible.
I mean, okay, he understands that at least, that tackling it head on is fine, but yeah. Like, Sumire did say that changing her cognition so that she thought she was Kasumi didn't, like, it was what she needed at the time, but she still would have eventually come back to her senses, I think.
No matter how much you try, or work for so long, the smallest injustice can wipe it all out, leave you with nothing. Don't you, of all people, understand that?
Even then, you keep going.
You know, there probably are plenty of people who'd ultimately benefit from your reality. But what about the people who want to take on the world themselves? How's it right to rob them of their opportunities?
I don't think what you're saying is wrong either, Dr. Maruki. Some people want to run from their pain and cling to some other version of reality, like I used to. But the knowledge I gained through that pain and my desire to move on, those are even more precious to me. And I won't let anyone take them from me again.
Yoshizawa-san.
Call her Sumire, dude.
So you truly don't want it, huh? Looks like I'm totally finished.
The palace is collapsing!
Dr. Maruki, hurry! It's not safe there! Dr. Maruki!
No! It's too late for him!
We're trapped as well. Is there any way?
Everyone, get over here! Hurry! Mona-chan, what are you? This is no time to act tough! Whoever said it was an act!
Mona-senpai, can you fly?
But I'm a car! There's no way I can... No. It's now or never. I have to fly!
A helicopter.
If you could do this, then say so, damn it! Well, I didn't know! Now I'm downright priceless to the Phantom Thieves.
Sorry to interrupt your little moment of triumph, but couldn't you have made yourself just a bit larger?
Hey, where'd Joker go?
Don't worry.
Why would Maruki want to keep us here, though? He doesn't strike me as the person to be bitter over losing.
Sorry to cut your flight short like that. This place is done for. Along with the entire reality I dreamed of. I have lost.
He finally admits it.
Even if I were to try that fight over, I'm sure I'd only lose again.
Okay, so, I mean, he could definitely rewind or change reality, and he still isn't intent on simply erasing us from it. He's not evil.
So I know, this is going to sound pretty stupid.
He's gonna just ask us to let him win?
I've been holding this all in for so long, just hiding it from myself. So, please, help me kill every last one of my regrets. You're the only one I can ask to help me with this.
I'm here for you.
The disappearance of my palace, of the entire metaverse, is drawing near. Seems like neither of us can summon our personas anymore.
Okay, so this time it's finally happening.
Let's begin.
He wants to fight it out? Okay.
I gave up everything! Everything! So why? Why? Why, Rumi?
He's allowing himself to feel that pain.
A reality where no one suffers.
Got him. He has to mourn it eventually.
I'm done. I get it now. All thanks to you.
Okay, please don't let Maruki die, dude. No, dude, this is how...
Come on. I said I'm done. Please, let go of my hand.
We're going back together.
Your eyes are as bright and honest as ever. You keep your head up no matter what. I must have always been afraid. Afraid you and I wouldn't wish for the same reality. So bright.
Help is always on the way, dude. And it's not like if the positions were reversed, Maruki wouldn't have let us fall either, so...
Magnificent.
No need for a spirit of rebellion anymore.
We have indeed witnessed your decision. Not only have you taken back mankind's future for itself, but you've also re-established our reason for existence. While reality had been wholly distorted, your actions have guided it back towards what it ought to be.
Reality's been reverted?
That is correct. Time itself cannot be rewound, but every past event will revert to the event that should have occurred instead.
What should have occurred instead?
I'll ask you once more.
Oh! Wait, so Goto really really did disappear, I guess.
I'd like for you to turn yourself into the police, of your own accord.
So it snapped back. We're going to juvie after all, folks.
I will carve my own path for myself. I refuse to accept a reality concocted by someone else, stuck under their control for the rest of my days.
What happens to Akechi?
Everything will return to how it should be. Everything. There are no exceptions. Have your regrets begun?
No, I'm still sure.
I see. Choosing such a path must not have been easy for you. For that, you have our utmost respect and gratitude.
Yeah. Take back the future. This one will save right there. All right.
Did you see him?
Where could Mona, Akechi-kun, and he be? We've literally looked everywhere.
This is our original reality, right?
Dude, I'm still not ready to believe it just yet.
I believe so, yes.
The metanav is gone. We don't even have a way to check anymore.
At any rate, there's no point in worrying about it here. We should work all of this out somewhere else. You're right. Now that I think about it, we've been out all night too.
Yeah, dude, it's already the 4th.
So let's go to Leblon.
Huh?
Oh, what's that?
Samire, let's go!
Oh, right.
Okay, well, I'm sure she'll show it to everybody else once we get to LeBlanc, get to sitting down.
I'm home.
You didn't tell me you'd be out all night.
Does he still, if everything is as it should be, he'll still remember that we're phantom thieves.
You should have at least gotten in touch with me about it.
I'm sorry, Sojiro.
We're the ones who kept her out so late. We should be apologizing for her.
And we're all back so early in the morning. We're awfully sorry.
Stop apologizing so much. Being worried isn't exactly on my list of favorite activities, but I assume you had a good reason for it, right?
A very, very good reason. I guess it's for the best that he doesn't remember that for a hot moment there, Wakabu was back with us.
Have you seen him at all lately?
Him? What are you bringing him up for?
You know what his deal is right now, Sojiro?
Well, yeah. He's been locked up since last year.
Ah, okay. So, as it should be.
Locked up?
What's going on?
What are you guys talking about?
It's a long story, so we remember the reality as Maruki altered it to be, but we don't remember the reality as it should have been, because that's not what we were experiencing.
Well, I was gonna ask you that, but now I'm getting a strange feeling that I've been seeing him until fairly recently. Anyways, why don't you all take a seat before I go over his situation?
At least he understands, like, due to the nature of how we operate.
So he's in juvenile detention.
Yep, exactly as it was originally. Okay. So I guess this is how they can keep all their ending cutscenes mostly the same.
Well, I need to stock up on a few supplies before I open up shop. Feel free to hang out here while I'm out.
Thank you.
So, this is our original reality, right? Or are we in another different one now?
This, yeah, they wouldn't remember, but we know for sure this is 100% the original reality. Excepting Sumire's, presence.
You know, these unexpected changes could actually be the end results of our actions in our own reality. Remember how he was originally planning on turning himself into the police? Then Akechi-kun did it for him instead.
And with no with no Crow, we were the only ones who could do it.
But that took place in Dr. Maruki's reality, which means he's currently...
So everything that would have happened if it weren't for Dr. Maruki, now it's actually happened?
You know, what y'all are saying is starting to make sense.
Oh, okay. Originally, I was like, Akechi, he was like, there was a gap in his memory. He was dying, and then he was speaking with Koza. I jumped him a little too far ahead. What he meant was, instead of speaking with him like at LeBlanc, he was rolling up on them after listening, I guess, to a little bit of Koza and Sai's conversation.
But in that case, in the real reality, I mean, the reality we're in right now, what happened with Morgana and Akechi?
Don't say it. Just like with my mom. Now Morgana's.
Oh, right. He originally did disappear for much longer.
Did someone say my name?
There we go.
This again?
Yeah, I guess. Second time around. Not as robust an experience.
Recycled gags suck! Why do you always have to get us all worried like that? How are you here? Looks like it really was just the metaverse me who disappeared.
Yep, same situation as previously.
Eventually, I woke up in Shibuya. Getting all the way back here took some time.
Come on, don't scare us like that. Oh, but wait, does that mean Akechi's...
What is it, Mona-chan? Well, about him.
He's not actually dead, thank God!
No, I can't believe Akechi-san's really...
Dang, dude! Christ!
What the hell? So he was fighting that hard, knowing he was gonna disappear the whole time.
So he's incarcerated, and Akechi is...
No!
I thought I'd braced myself for the decision we made, but this truly is a harsh reality.
We all decided to live our real lives and look to the future from here. But even so... I just can't accept Senpai being stuck behind bars.
I mean, yeah, it is quite the raw deal.
Why don't we try to help him somehow?
A prison break?
Nice. I'm impressed with the idea.
Yeah, we won't put up with this injustice.
But what can we do to actually help him get out of there? I remember Sis telling me a while ago, in order to overturn a sentence, you need definitive evidence that proves the subject's innocence.
Do we have anything like that?
So what you're saying is, we just gotta find that evidence, right?
Then we're on the case.
There's no time for us to waste. We're going to show off what the Phantom Thieves are capable of. One last time.
That's right. Let's go.
Were they?
We're gonna save our leader no matter what it takes.
I don't remember the specific circumstances that led to what ended up happening in the previous game, but I guess this might have been it. We just never saw this conversation.
Yeah.
All right.
Really? Now that we know the name, all we need is an address. You're right. We'll succeed if we all do it together.
We're not talking about changing anyone's heart. This time we're probably just talking about the location of the juvenile detention center.
Sis has yet to say anything, but I believe she's looking into possible actions as well. As for me, I will look into every viable solution. Thanks. Make sure you give my regards to Shiho-san.
Okay, so she's just speaking with An.
Oh, could we try getting their help as well? I'm sure they would gladly cooperate.
On all our confidants, too.
That would be a great help. I'll leave that to you. We'll talk again tomorrow. Let's save him, no matter what.
I already told you. There was nothing wrong with his conduct. I was his guardian, so I should know best. I bet you're just trying to dig up some dirt. You probably want to pin a crime on him.
You tell him, Sojiro.
But I'm not gonna let that happen. You hear me?
So we're all going to testify? Huh?
I'll announce his name as the key figure in the completion of the medicine at the next conference.
Nice!
I've heard that Miwa-chan's progress is going well.
Indeed, that's true, but...
I'm certain that this will help prove his good character in the trials.
So all of our confidants are going to attest to our good character.
Please, I want to increase his chances of being found innocent as much as possible.
I see. So that's why.
You'll cooperate too, right?
Bringing in more people into our web.
And so we need to release an official opinion from this school to object his arrest to the police.
Dang, she's corralling the entire faculty for us. Nice!
You'll all agree with me, correct? What good are teachers if they don't believe in their students?
Exactly! And I think last is gonna be... Oh, it'll be...
Please, I beg of you. Please help me collect enough signatures.
Dang, he's doing this out in public? No shame.
I want to help a friend who's innocent. He's a really good guy.
Yeah, okay, so originally I thought he was like recording a video or something, but he's just on the street collecting signatures.
He always fights for the sake of others. He's my best friend!
So basically, the reason why we were able to come to our senses is because he saved us. And now he's in a crisis himself. I believe it's our turn to save him this time.
Okay, so the freed cult members, nice.
But our words alone won't reach anyone. That's why I need Yokota-san and everyone's help.
Who's Yokota?
Won't you please protest the police with me? Please!
We got all this social pressure building.
Yes, it's thanks to that young man. I would still be trapped in that awful match fixing if not for his support. And now, this honest gentleman is locked up in juvenile hall, despite being innocent.
We're attacking the justice system from too many fronts for them to defend themselves.
This time, I wish to be the one to come to his rescue.
And then Sai probably is last up. Oh no!
Please, He doesn't belong in juvenile detention at all.
Even our party confidants get one? All right.
I swear I'll make up for the missed practice. Please, let me take just a short break. Coach?
No deal.
What? Oh, she's probably gonna help out.
But...
I've got a few connections up my own sleeve that'll probably be more useful than simply doing your own legwork.
There we go, Hitaguchi. Appreciate that very much.
I'll also try calling around to check if any of my other trainees have some useful info. But if I do this for you, it means you're continuing practice as scheduled. Got it? I'm sure it's what he'd want for you too.
Thank you so much, Coach.
Excellent. We're gonna corral... Oh, okay, no, it's just that. Really?
You escaped the prison of the heart only to be imprisoned in reality.
Yeah, it's what they call a raw deal, Lavenza. These ungrateful humans.
What a most ironic outcome. Your wish for others' happiness prevailed over your own. However, I feel as though all is finally well. In the end, you willingly chose the correct path. Most importantly, you never compromised your values for your own well-being.
Ooh, what's that?
The final arcana you have acquired is the world. It is the power for an individual to stand on their own 2 feet, swayed by none. That power shall fuel the hope shared amongst your friends and yourself to strive towards a better future. With the world, you are no longer without a place to belong, and will never trudge a path alone again.
There you go.
My own duties end here as well.
Yep. Our time as a guest of the Velvet Room, at least in this game, has come to an end.
You were truly a remarkable guest.
Bye, Igor. Bye, Lavenza. Goodbye, Velvet Room. We're about to get that all's well that ends well.
Long time no see.
What is up, Sae?
We met last on Christmas Eve, right? Never mind, it's nothing.
Yeah, you don't gotta worry about all that.
I have 2 great pieces of news for you today. First, we finally managed to prosecute Masayoshi Shido. He'll likely be found guilty.
Golden, not like he will put up any fight.
I'm grateful for your cooperation with the trial. Your testimony proved to be very useful.
I'm glad to hear that.
To be frank, it seemed almost hopeless at one point. But thanks to the civil protests, some of the more indecisive prosecutors came to our side. It will likely be some more time until the hearing begins, but this is the first step to true change. The only charges right now are for breaking election laws, breaking funding control laws, and bribery. I knew that proving the metaverse's existence would be difficult, but I still find myself dissatisfied. Shido did admit to all of his crimes, though, including everything you know about. Now for the other piece of good news.
Lay it on us.
As of today, you'll be free to go.
But of course, I get to leave?
That's right. Shido's confession brought light to the truth of your case.
Yep, and that he lied about us the whole time.
We were able to prove your innocence in the original assault charge that led to your arrest. Your sentence will no doubt be rescinded. You're a free man. The others did everything they could for you. Bringing in the woman who was the victim in your case as a witness was the turning point.
She finally decided to grow a freaking spine. Not that, I mean, it would have been, her life would have been over too if she'd gone against what Masayoshi wanted, so.
To think they'd be able to track down someone involved in a case from well over a year ago.
I mean, if they couldn't, well, she might have moved a lot.
That wasn't all. An unbelievable amount of support has come in from various other places as well. Regardless, the righteous phantom thieves are gone.
Yep, for now.
All that remains is for us adults to lead society in the right direction. Then again, I have to wonder if you believe what I say.
As long as it's you saying it, Sae, we have no reason to doubt it. We made a promise.
Thank you. Still, I'm glad I was able to save you in court. I've never felt so happy in my entire life. I'm not quite sure how to put it, but saving your future meant more to me than my own career.
Aww.
I feel like you even taught me how to live.
That wasn't my intention.
That's not true. By the way, there's something that's been on my mind. What did the treasure of my world turn out to be?
I don't remember.
And that's perfectly fine. This isn't an investigation after all.
We never found out what the root of her distorted desires were.
I suppose it doesn't matter now one way or the other. There is one more thing. I haven't even told Makoto about this. But I realized something after meeting all of you. My most prized treasure is the justice I use to protect those important to me.
Okay, quite noble.
Makoto helped show me that as well. Once the Shido case is settled, I'm thinking of quitting my job and becoming a defense lawyer.
Golden, even though there's that 99% conviction rate, but you know what, Sai? If anyone can fight back against that, it's you.
I wanted to reform the system, but I'll have to leave that to someone else. Going forward, I want to enact justice not for myself, but for the sake of others. Well then, I need to go submit the paperwork for your release.
Yes, get it all finalized so we can walk free.
Thank you again for everything you've done.
Of course.
See you later.
Hey, you kept me waiting. Jeez. To be honest, I didn't really want to come, but Futaba just wouldn't stop bugging me. Anyway, you're a free man now, aren't you? It'd look bad on me if you did something again under my watch. All right, let's go home. It's cold, so get in quick. It's not moving at all.
Huh? My friggin' thing.
Due to the railway incident this morning, widespread delays have impacted the various lines and...
Another accident, huh? Reminds me of that day back in April. Remember when we went to introduce you at the school?
Oh yeah, couldn't forget. Someone pointed out that
It's almost been a whole year since then.
Someone pointed out that actually there was a bit of changed dialogue in the beginning that was about Kasumi's death. Like the traffic jam in this game was caused by that. So, or at least it's mentioned there. But yeah, I didn't realize that at first because obviously I wouldn't. But I thought that's interesting.
Thinking back, I was pretty awful to you, throwing you in that storage room all by yourself. Then again, soon you're gonna be
all gone, dude. Our little family's gonna get broken up.
Made some great friends here. You'd better thank them when we get back, all right?
Namaste!
Yeah, and now we're wearing, like they're still wearing their midwinter stuff, but yeah.
Whoa.
You did it!
It has been a while.
Not bad. You look fine.
I'm glad you seem well. And the best for last, me.
What's up, Morgana?
So we meet again. It's good to see you.
Same here.
All right, so let's grab a table.
Dang.
I gotta head out and grab some groceries.
I guess Akechi really isn't gonna just swoop back in.
I'm sure you guys have plenty to talk about.
Sumire is also not here.
Now we're only missing one last person.
She texted me a little while ago that she's finished with practice and heading here.
Excellent.
I'm guessing she'll be here any minute now.
Sorry I'm late. Senpai,
Yeah, Freeman.
welcome back.
All right, that's everyone.
Come on, Sumire, take a seat.
Man, it went well, yeah?
Ultimately, we beat all the final bosses that came at us every single time.
I'm so glad we didn't give up.
This was certainly worth the effort.
We didn't know what to do once you were gone. But then we realized something. Even if we don't have the metaverse or any other special powers, we can still change reality.
If we didn't do that at the very least, we'd be betraying the entire reason we stood up to Maruki.
We'll oppose the injustices of this reality with our own strength. That's what we all agreed upon.
Ever since then, we've been doing just that. Busting our asses trying to get you out of the clink.
There we go. See? The loyalty.
Not just us. Everyone who believed in you joined us.
Thanks to that, we've got our leader back.
Thank you.
What are you talking about? You're the one who took the hit for us.
They treated you fine, right? Actually, did you lose some weight?
It would be understandable. I've heard the food in prison is quite foul.
Yeah, dude, those 3 squares a day. It's crazy.
So, what did you eat?
Don't get any ideas, Yusuke.
Was it bugs? Fermented mackerel? Or maybe durian?
You're missing the point.
You're gonna get some good food soon enough, though.
Yeah, dude. I would have thought Sojiro would have whipped us up some curry or something, but okay.
Boss is out getting stuff for our party right now.
Oh, hold on. I think I may have besmirched his good name a little too soon.
Come on, everyone's back together. It's time to celebrate.
I guess you really were hungry. Oh, and that wasn't you?
Was it Akechi?
Sorry about that.
Oh well.
Ah, it was Sumire.
Sojiro will be back soon. Just to hang in there.
Oh, yeah. Sorry for not minding my business.
What? What'd you snoop and find out?
But we heard from Boss. You're going back home next month?
Yep, our 1 year here is just about up.
Can't you stay here? Sure, we proved you're not guilty, but people are still gonna label you there, aren't they? Ain't it just gonna be uncomfortable going back?
What's the matter? We were all so excited a moment ago.
And then reality dropped.
How about this? If our leader is leaving, the Phantom Thieves are truly disbanding, correct? Today, we can celebrate his release and commemorate the day of our disbandment.
All right.
What kind of commemoration is that?
I was serious when I said it. It sounds like a good idea to me.
Same here. Anything that gets us more party food.
I guess you're right. We just gotta double our excitement for today.
About that, there's something I need to tell you guys. I've decided to go with him when he leaves.
Okay, cool. Have Morgana in our corner.
He's pretty special after all. Plus, we need someone there in case he turns back into a delinquent.
Right. I'm counting on you. Or, I've never been a delinquent.
Really? Either way, I want you guys to add my farewell party to the one we're having tonight.
I don't know. Is that important?
You're not leaving for another month, right?
It is far too early for a farewell party.
That'll just muddy the purpose of this celebration.
Dang, dude. Everybody was like, sit down, Morgana.
Oh, how dare you! Sumire, at least you're on my side, right?
Me? Then, what say we call this a second round welcoming party?
There you go. Best of both worlds.
That's the ticket, my re-welcoming party. Nobody can complain about that. So, for the food at my party,
This guy's gonna ask for sushi, see if he'll finally get his paws on some.
I demand sushi! Sushi!
Yes, sir.
Man, you guys are loud. I could hear you from outside.
Chief, they're so mean!
We were kind of bullying him, just a little bit though.
Noisy as always.
Hey, I'm not some normal cat!
I can't understand what you're saying to me, you know. Here.
No, I would much rather have sushi than something like... This is delicious!
There you go, see? You gotta give it a little bit, Morgana, just a teeny bit.
What an assertive little guy. I wonder where he got that from.
That's just part and parcel of who I am. The one, the only Morgana.
Yeah, okay, he learned it from us, Sojiro.
Stop trying to talk so big. You're just a cat now.
Shut up! I don't need to hear that from some dumb ape.
What was that?
It's things like that. You get angry so fast. Oh, and you're vulgar.
You little... Why don't you go disappear again?
But the party! Hold on, if Morgana leaves, then there's less food that we need to get for the party. And he already brought the good sushi, so Morgana can't go anywhere.
Shut up! We're supposed to be celebrating, not fighting. They're at it again.
Yes, they are.
You guys never change, do you?
Seriously, that weirdo Inari.
He didn't even do anything!
Who are you calling a weirdo?
Don't worry. Being weird is just a sign of your individuality.
You don't need to defend him about that.
Well, anyways, we're all here now. Let's kick this party off!
Very well.
Sojiro, I want sushi!
I want sushi too, but I don't got sushi money, so that's gonna have to wait. Alright, evening time. Delicious food, fluffy sheets. I guess home is what you make of it, even in this abandoned building of all places. Hey, take care of me like this back home too, okay?
But seriously.
So, I wanted to ask you something. Remember the tail end of Maruki's palace when I was actually flying? That wasn't a dream, right? It sure wasn't.
Nice.
Yeah, I thought so. But I still can't figure out how that was possible in the first place. I did think that was really Deus Ex Machina-y. I don't know. So this is just a theory, but is this gonna maybe snowball into Akachi still being alive if we wish for it hard enough? don't you still have that star Jose gave you? Oh.
Oh.
Hey, it looks like it's gone inert. The star's lost its luster. This was shining the last time you looked at it, right? So it really was the effect of the star. And Kasumi never, or Sumi, right? I keep calling her that. Though, she was Kasumi to me for like 8 months. No, she was Kasumi to me since like, when did I get this game? It was like May of last year, right? So it was like 9 or 10 months, and she's only been Sumire to me for like a few weeks, so. Oh, well, of course it was, now that I think about it. There's no other way that the idea of a cat converting into a helicopter could suddenly become a common cognition. Well, we're through with the metaverse, and it only happened in the most extreme of emergencies. So it was a Deus Ex Machina, but okay. So I have a feeling that won't be happening again anytime soon. I heard that you've returned. Welcome back. I'd like to see you. Do you have any plans for tomorrow evening? Looks like I've received some messages. I've been waiting for you to get home. I have so much I want to talk to you about. I'd love to see you. Do you want to hang out tomorrow night? Okay. So I guess we wouldn't have been able to get a Christmas scene with Sumire due to how everything shook out. But if we had gone for her, then we would have been able to get a Valentine's Day scene. Hopefully whatever paper she picked up doesn't pivot into her Valentine's Day scene, but I can only spend time with one person. What should I do tomorrow? We did go with Chihaya first, even though I was originally after Hifumi. Let's talk at my house. Really? Okay, if you insist. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. You never change, do you?
Come on, let's go to bed. You're working at the shop from tomorrow onward, right?
So yeah, no going back to school for us. We're a full-time employee. Unpaid, but hey. We do this for the love of our surrogate dad, Sojiro. Ooh, do the Phantom Thieves really exist? Okay, so that's the question that it would have been all this time. Every day is so boring. I don't care if it's just courtesy. I want chocolate. What? You're giving him chocolate? Watch where you're going, old man. Who cares about Valentine's Day anyway? See what we got cooking up here.
Oh, right. Today's Valentine's Day. No wonder there were so many guys bringing girls in here. Don't you have anything exciting happening? I mean, you've been here nearly a whole year.
This time we do. Previously we did. Oh, check it out. The day's got a little bow tie on it. There's a heart. Okay. Same. We got something similar for the 1st of January.
You know, when I was young, ooh boy.
Sojiro, Mr. Player Man.
Excuse me?
Oh, you should have just told me.
What? You didn't want the surprise, Sojiro?
Here, I'll leave the store to you.
Yeah, probably for the best.
Enjoy yourselves.
Good evening.
I'll make you some coffee.
Thank you. It's been a while. How have you been?
Pretty good, all things considered. I've been okay.
That's good to hear. Oh, well, I mean... I found out you'd been taken away, imprisoned.
Yeah, dude, they did me really dirty, Chihaya.
I was so scared for you. Do you know how that felt?
My bad.
Good. To be honest, I knew you'd come home safe. I saw it in your readings.
Her psychic powers haven't, well, they failed her a few times, but not in this particular fashion.
Still, I couldn't help worrying. Well, after all, if something else happened... Oh, I'm sorry. There I go again, tempting fate.
Ooh, Chihiya's chocolate, and it heals SP.
Here, I wanted to give you this.
I'm so happy.
Glad to hear that. Well, I'm afraid it's not homemade, though. I'm still telling fortunes, but I've cut all ties with the chairman.
Golden, good to know you're not still stuck in that cult. I know you can do it.
Thank you. It's taking time, but I'm getting more customers who really rely on me. Oh, but you don't have to worry. No matter how busy I get, you'll always come first. After all, I may be a fortune teller, but I can't let my life revolve around other people's romances.
I should tell Chihiya that I'm going home. I'll be returning to my hometown.
Huh? I'd like to sit next to you. So, you really are leaving. That soon, too.
Yeah, it's a travesty. You see how they do me, Chihiya? I'll come see you.
You promise? Then I'll wait for you. Honestly, I'm sad to hear it, but if this is really what you want, then I'll support you. Doesn't matter how far you go, I'll always be thinking of you. Actually, I've been wondering since I first saw you today.
Wondering what?
But something's changed in your aura, hasn't it? Your energies have a different color than usual.
Okay, I've been wondering what that was in the 14 because the 2 is gift wrapped, but the 14 I thought was like some type of a box wrapping type iconography, something like that. But it's actually chocolate. Okay. Well, it's pretty good, but that's what that is, not what I originally thought it was.
It hasn't been that long since I saw you last either. Seems strange.
There was a lot that happened. I wonder.
Oh, don't be so evasive. But you're not the only one who's changed, I suppose. I'm glad if my fortune-telling brings people joy, but there's one person whose happiness I want above all else.
Oh, and whose might that be?
If my power lets me help them, even just a little, then all the pain it brought me was worth it.
Is that person...
Are you really going to make me say it? As long as I have you, I can overcome anything fate throws at me. I don't have to see the future to know that.
I spent a romantic evening with Chihiya. Alright, so our February 14th went off without a hitch.
Perfect timing. You've got a guest.
Sorry to bother you this early in the morning.
Okay, we have to untrain ourselves from the idea that Saya means bad news, but I thought we were working at the shop from today on. Why are we dressed up in our school stuff?
I was wondering if you'd like this. There's no obligation, of course.
Is she gonna give us chocolate? Sai's Giddy Choco. Alright, cool, thank you.
You've helped me through a lot. I wanted to express my appreciation. Sorry for how this is coming off. I didn't mean for it to seem like I'm just dumping my leftovers on you.
I know there's a white day, which I think is like Valentine's Day, but in the opposite direction. I think, is today white day? I don't know. I'm not really 100% certain. I know there's a white day, and I know it's like some type of reversal type situation, like a Sadie Hawkins situation, but whatever. We got Giddy Choco, so that's cool. Not at all. Thank you.
I'm the one who should be thanking you. So, Thank you.
Well, look at this hotshot. Lucky guy having a gorgeous lady drop by this early just to give you treats.
Yeah, dude, where's your notepad? So, you should be jotting down how a master does it.
I hope you don't mind that I stopped by today. No doubt you already got some from someone special.
No, Ryuji didn't come by this time. Ryuji, where are you? His scene wasn't too bad. Actually, it wasn't even bad. I liked it.
I should really be going anyway. Sorry to impose. And this is hardly the end of my debt, of course. Chocolate isn't going to cover all you've done for me. See you around.
All right, well.
Oh. Great timing. I was just headed to your classroom.
Are we gonna get more chocolate from our female party members?
Here, take this.
Makoto's Giddy Choco. What is Giddy Choco a brand, or is it some type of is it like a type of chocolate that girls give to dudes?
It's chocolate. Think of it as a token of appreciation for all you do for us.
Thanks. I'll be sure to repay you.
Don't worry about it. It doesn't have to be a big deal. See you again soon, okay? Oh, Senpai.
All right.
Sorry, I didn't mean to ambush you like this. But this is yours, if you want it.
Sumire's Giddy Choco.
It's chocolate.
What is Giddy Choco?
A token of my appreciation and respect. Well, when I put it like that, it sounds a bit too intense.
Thanks.
Oh, please, don't worry about it. It's not a big deal at all. I just wanted to show you I really appreciate you putting up with me, and I hope that doesn't change.
Okay, so Giddy Choco, literally obligation chocolate, is chocolate given by women to men on Valentine's Day in Japan as a customary gift. Unlike homemade choco, which is given to romantic partners, Giddy Choco is a type of chocolate that women give to male coworkers, bosses, and acquaintances out of appreciation and politeness. Okay. Oh, and White Day is on March 14th. Wikipedia doesn't miss. Remember that. Okay, so Giddy Choco is obligation chocolate.
Welcome back.
Dang, dude.
I wasn't sure I'd even see you, but I guess this is good timing. Here, take this.
Takami's Giddy Choco.
Figured you deserved a little appreciation.
Too bad we're never ever going to use this as lovers.
Who knows? Don't get your hopes up. Sounds like you've been through a lot. It's kind of a relief to see you're the same as ever. Remember, I'm pretty close by if you ever come down with something. Call whenever you need to.
I still like, well,
see you later then.
Her new voice actress isn't bad, even a little bit, but I like the huskier, the huskier, deeper voice that she used to have. I am a sucker for that.
I know it's sudden, but could you watch the store?
Sure thing.
I gotta head out for a bit. Think you can keep an eye on things?
Oh, were you working? Sorry to distract you.
Okay, I guess it would be weird if she gave us Giddy Choco at school.
I thought I'd stop by on the way home from work, partly so I could give you this.
Kawakami's Giddy Choco.
You've done so much for me after all. I wanted to say thanks.
I'll gladly accept.
Oh, and I didn't get to say it at work, but welcome back. I'm glad you're safe.
Thanks. I don't know why you couldn't have told us that. Like, we got out of... I mean, that's not weird at all for a teacher to be like, good thing the system wasn't able to keep you down.
Oh, right. I whipped up a little study guide for the classwork you missed. It should cover most of the important stuff.
Thanks, Kawakami. We appreciate that so much.
If you're still having trouble with any of it, you can always ask me, okay? I'm your teacher. That's my job. Anyway, I'll see you at school.
Alright, well. Oh, well. Come to think of it, I haven't responded to the rest of the messages. I have multiple notifications.
Weren't girls supposed to give chocolate to the guys they like yesterday? Hey, are you going to be okay? My gentlemanly nature is making me worry about you.
Wait, what? I thought it really didn't matter as long as it wasn't every single person.
Hey, what did you do?
What? Really?
Outside the store? Is that... Whoa.
You were here with someone else yesterday, weren't you? Are you cheating on me?
I thought, okay. So, the problem here is that I thought it didn't matter as long as it wasn't. I thought the cheater thing only happened if it was every single romanceable girl. Okay, E for me. I feel really bad right now, actually. If I could go back in time, I would not do this again. Ooh.
Please tell me it's not true.
You know, he for me? Ooh.
Here's your chocolate.
Hey, kid, say something.
What? Sojiro, help out. You're the master here. What do we do? What do we do? Let's drag Sojiro down with us. I was with Sojiro.
This is absolutely terrible.
No, it's the truth.
Oh, I was just about to go shopping.
What are you doing? Don't leave us here.
Take your time.
Sojiro! No!
I'll see you later, if you survive.
What? Men are trash. Well. Hey, you think the chocolate I got from my mom counts? Sojiro!
Cheer up. Here, have this.
Sojiro! Why? You could have prevented this! Sojiro's chocolate.
What a pain, though. I had to come up with this whole web of lies for you.
You couldn't do that sooner?
I was having him help out at the store. I didn't realize it was Valentine's Day. Don't worry, he always talks about you. You're his one and only. That was enough to get you off the hook for now. But make sure your story matches mine. Got it?
Dude, of course. I can feel a bond between me and Sojiro. In the end, the girls took their chocolates home with them. Well. Dang, dude, you get that if you get that regardless? That makes sense, I guess, but holy crap. Hey, everyone free after school tomorrow? I should be available. Why? There's something I want to talk about. Thinking we could all meet up at LeBlanc. And Kasum or Sumire still hasn't shown us what was on that paper she picked up. Can you check if Boss is free too, Koza? Sure. That works for me. Me too. I can head over when school's finished. All good here too. Likewise. Then let's all head there when we can. Yeah, see you guys there. Ryuji wants to talk. Did something happen with him? I still can't believe the winter theme was, like, it was kind of bland. They really couldn't pull out another snowflakes?
You sure you want me hanging around? I can step out for a bit if you like.
No, I'd prefer you stick around. Everyone I owe something to has got to hear this.
So I guess he doesn't feel like he owes anything to Sumire then.
I'm thinking about moving away.
What the heck? Are we getting this because we got his second awakening?
Moving?
Because this didn't happen previously.
It's just a hell of a lot's happened this past year, you know? It's got me thinking about the future. And how I still want to get back on the track team. That's why I want to move closer to a physical rehab facility. Get my knee fixed up while going to school. At the earliest, all this is going to kick off starting next month.
I see. That is quite sudden.
Yeah, this is literally out of nowhere. Okay, so maybe this is an added breaking up of the fellowship.
Actually, I've got some news too. I'm in the middle of looking into studying abroad. Just short term.
So everybody's leaving.
I've been wondering what would be the smartest move for my career, so...
Having some, I mean, yeah. Being well-traveled will definitely help.
You're moving too.
Both Haru and I are looking for places to live on our own, starting next month.
Makes sense, because they are graduating.
In fact, our moves will probably occur around the same time as Ryuji's.
Dang, dude, we're abandoning Yusuke and Futaba.
I plan to keep learning about the business while also attending college. And that's why Mako-chan and I were talking about how we won't be able to get together like we used to.
Are you gonna tell them too?
Futaba, okay, well...
So... I passed the entrance exam. I'm gonna be a high schooler starting in April.
Okay, she should be smart enough to start as a second year, as she should be.
First high school, then college, then I can finally research cognitive science for real.
Following in Wakaba's footsteps. I like that for her.
Even you, Futaba? No, I apologize. I should be wishing you all the best of luck.
Yeah, Yusuke doesn't have the money or the means to just upend how his life is going.
Nah, you do have a point. We are going our separate ways.
We'll always be connected.
Oh, you mean the bonds we all have? That's a great point.
It seems you're all taking great strides forward.
Dang, dude. It sucks. Yusuke, I feel like he's really left out of this.
I, however, will not be going anywhere until I've completed my current painting. No matter how many years it takes, I will express this feeling that's grown within me since we first banded together.
That's still some kind of stride though, ain't it?
Yeah.
No matter what we may go through, or how many times we may stumble, we'll follow the path we believe in. That's what the Phantom Thieves are all about. Stop trying to be such a cool cat.
It feels so much less crowded without Sumire and Goro here.
I am not a cat! Yeah, I guess I am.
Finally. Even though I'm sure he still uses that gag in Phantom Strikers.
There's still no way I'm accepting Doc's reality, but if it weren't for going through that, I don't know if I would have felt this way now.
Okay, so this is a denouement to all their personal stories. Something added on. Obviously added on for Royal, but yeah.
It's like following through with what I want to do in life. I guess I learned how to really believe in my future.
In that case, wouldn't you say Sumire learned the same thing?
It's kind of weird she's not here to speak for herself, though.
I mean, she is at training camp right now.
Ah, okay, there you go.
Indeed. While her viewpoint may differ from the Phantom Thieves' beliefs, there's still much we can learn from her.
Oh, that reminds me. Sumire left something with me.
It's that note, probably.
She told me she forgot to give us this the other day.
Is this something Goto wrote, maybe?
Is that a newspaper clipping?
Okay, well,
Guess it was lying on the ground when we got out of Dr. Maruki's palace.
This article!
It's the case about Dr. Maruki's loved one. The one whose family was murdered.
I'd be willing to bet this is Doc's treasure.
That was the start of his distorted desires.
So her case was the origin of Maruki's distortion.
Would you hold on to this?
So we never forget.
We've all got to keep living with our eyes focused on our dreams. Otherwise, Dr. Maruki's gonna give us all kinds of shit.
Right.
You're absolutely right.
Well, I'm very impressed. You've all become quite mature. So let me throw you a little celebration in honor of the next chapters of your lives. Order whatever you'd like, on me.
We will definitely chow down on some curry and maybe something a little sweeter than coffee.
Thank you.
Oh yeah! It's all you can eat and drink, people!
Now, he didn't say all that.
Huh?
Oh, looks like Futaba just volunteered it. All right, let's get the buffet rolling.
Boss, thank you for the generosity.
Oh, Yusuke is like, it's been so long since I've even smelled food.
That wasn't what I said.
What? Songjiro, you sure your cognition hasn't changed, dude? You might want to get that checked out.
Could you at least go easy on me?
No.
Whatever you guys want.
Woohoo!
Oh, great, Chief! Aren't we lucky?
Sushi!
There she is. Hello, senpai. Sorry for messaging you so late. I just wanted to send you this picture from our first shrine visit of the year. Yeah, back before we knew how bad things really were. That takes me back. I know, it's already been 2 months. I've got a lot of mixed feelings about this picture, I guess. As you should, it'd be weird if you didn't. That's supposed to be me there, but it just isn't. It really makes me realize how buried I was in Kasumi's identity. Now you're Sumire. That's right. I'm not going to run away anymore. Actually, there's one more photo I want you to see. Hey, killing it. It's kind of embarrassing, but this is a photo my coach took of me. The real me, I guess. Training is tough, and it's really hard sometimes, but I feel like I'm finally moving forward with my life. I'll support you. When you tell me these things, I feel like I could take on the whole world. I'll make our dream come true, and I'll do it as myself, not as Kasumi. I'll climb all the way to the top of the gymnastics world. So, could you keep watching over me until then? We're a team. Oh gosh, I'm tearing up for some reason. I'm getting the feeling that Sumire is not going to be present for the ending cutscene. Falling apart at the slightest thing. I guess that means I really am back to being Sumire, huh? Oh, my break's over. I have to get back to training. Talk to you later. Sumire is standing on her own 2 feet now. We'll fight for our goals, too. And March 13th.
Oh yeah, you ready for tomorrow?
Just about. Tomorrow.
White Day. That's tomorrow, right?
Dang, we're gonna celebrate White Day too?
You had kind of a rough Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
So, now you got a chance to redeem yourself. What's your plan? You've at least got some kind of present ready, right?
We've had Boku presents on deck for months in game and months in real life, so what should I do?
Get it together, kid. Sometimes I don't know if you're fearless or just plain careless. Fine. Listen up, and I'll give you the recipe for the ultimate date.
Uh-oh, okay, Sojiro. That'd be great.
Whoa, the chief has an ultimate date plan? I better listen in too, just in case.
First off, you're gonna need a gift. This won't work without one. Can't go wrong with flowers. Just make sure you buy them before the date. You gotta present them near the end. Surprise her. So you can't let her see you buying them on the date. Got it?
Huh. Gotta give them flowers, huh? I gotta take notes.
You? Good luck with that, Morgana.
Next, think about where you're taking her. You're gonna want somewhere with the right atmosphere, but it's gotta be peaceful. Oh, how about that new aquarium exhibit in Shinagawa? Just saw a commercial for it.
Okay, and we've been there before. It is a pretty primo spot.
Might be a good spot, right?
The aquarium's a good place for a date. I see.
Now, once the date part's over, you gotta take her out to dinner. Somewhere nice, too.
Somewhere nice, okay, so not the beef bowl place.
God, it's kind of last minute to make reservations. All the fancy places get booked pretty fast around White Day.
Okay, right. Too late to make any reservations. Wait, what?
Yeah, you're not gonna be sweeping On off her feet today, Morgana. Sorry to break it to you. Any way around that? We got here, don't we?
Damn it. I don't usually do this, but I know a place.
Yeah, Sojiro's been helping us out quite a bit.
Can't guarantee anything. I bet they're full up too. But you might get an edge if you mention my name.
Wow, amazing! Chief has connections!
He's probably just talking about LeBlanc. We're standing inside a restaurant right now.
So once you're at dinner, you get to talking, enjoying yourselves. That's when you give it to her.
The bill? The flowers.
Good. You were paying attention. It's the perfect time to surprise her.
You gotta split the bill.
That ought to do it. Just follow the plan and you're safe.
Wow, this plan is foolproof. Leave it to the chief.
I wonder if they're gonna give us the opportunity to pick again. I would definitely just, well, we'll see.
Well, I taught you my secrets. The rest is on you. Do your prep and make those reservations.
Got it.
Good luck. On that note, I'm going home. Now it's up to you.
We should start prepping right away. Don't waste the chief's advice, all right?
So is today playable?
Let's see. The reservation comes first. You remember that restaurant Chief told you about?
No, actually, because he didn't tell us what it was.
Thank you for calling, sir. Were you looking to make a reservation?
A table for 2 on the 14th.
I'm sorry, sir, but I'm afraid we're fully booked for tomorrow.
White Day is crazy, huh?
It is indeed.
But don't worry. All you have to do is mention the chief.
I'm a friend of Sojiro Sakura. Or Sojiro Sakura told me to call.
You're a friend of Mr. Sakura's? My apologies, sir. If you could just hold for one moment.
So what?
Thank you for your patience. You wanted a dinner course for 2 on the 14th.
Where is this place that Sojiro has pull with?
We will have a table ready for you.
Dang, the chief has serious clout.
Apparently.
Could I ask your name and contact information?
Okay, your dinner plans are locked in. Now you just gotta get the flowers, and then it's off to the aquarium and dinner.
Yeah, basically. I want to see what this restaurant is.
It's gonna be busy tomorrow, so we'd better get rest while we can.
I wonder if it's going to be that restaurant that we went to after we beat Kamoshida.
Today's the day. let's go get those flowers. I think there was a florist in that underground passage in Shibuya.
Oh, okay. I was like, is it going to give us the opportunity to save? But nope.
I'll just add this.
Yes, it will. All right. Sure. We'll save over that. Now, if I have to, I'd have to beat Maruki again to get the stuff between this, but that's fine. So we just got to go over to Hanasaki's. Good. This is a dead end. No, Hanasaki's is right there.
Oh, what brings you here today?
I'm here for a surprise present.
I see. Okay, leave it to me. That should do it. I tried to keep it as simple as possible. Okay, that comes out to...
No employee discount?
Hold on. Let me cover this one. You've been taking care of me yourself, so...
Morgana with the secret stock of cash. Okay.
I need to express appreciation for you, too.
Scarlet Rose.
Good luck! I'm rooting for you!
Okay, now you're all ready for the date. You know who you plan on inviting, right? Don't worry, I'm a gentleman who knows his manners. I won't be tagging along. All right, good luck out there.
I'm going to invite... Of course we're gonna have to double tap with Chihaya, dude.
Oh? Is something wrong?
Let's go to Shinagawa.
Shinagawa? Sure. I'll close up early so I can go.
I should get ready to head to Shinagawa. Well, hopefully Hifumi doesn't end our lives. I met up with Chihaya at the aquarium.
Wow. My hometown definitely had fish, but they were nowhere near as elegant as these. You know, Feng Shui says that water represents financial prosperity.
Does it? Alright. I don't know jack about Feng Shui, so I can believe it.
So maybe being here will bring us great wealth and fortune. Well, maybe not.
Yeah, probably that second thing, but it's nice to think about.
But I'm getting to spend all this time with you. It's such a beautiful place. I must be luckier than I realized. By the way, did you invite me out because it's White Day today?
That we did. Oh, and check it out. This day is gift wrapped too. Okay, cool. Of course.
Thank you so much. I saw it coming, of course. Our fates clearly showed me that you would return my affections.
Chihaya seems pleased.
Thank you for taking me out today. I had a lot of fun.
We still have dinner.
Oh, really?
Really, really.
Well, then I'll leave it to you.
Alright, golden.
What in tarnation?
Okay, so this place we do not recognize.
I've never been anywhere this fancy. A bumpkin like me doesn't belong here, right?
I'm not sure if we're specifically dressed for this, but that'll be fine. It's my first time here too.
Oh, really? Here I was thinking you came here all the time.
Oh no, we don't even know what this place is.
That's a relief to hear, honestly. You seem even more mature than usual. But considering I'm supposed to be the older one here, it's also a little embarrassing.
I don't mind it.
Oh, if anything, you sound even more like you're the adult here. Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me a moment.
Gotta go freshen up. When should I give her the gift?
Apologies for the interruption.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Thank you for joining us on this special day.
What is going on? Sojiro did not prep us for this.
We wish you all an unforgettable evening, with one last finishing touch from us.
Huh? What's happening?
No idea. Oh.
I've never seen anything like this.
So pretty. I want you to have this.
What? Thank you so much. These flowers, and I mean, the view is just... Ah, jeez, my head is spinning.
Surprise.
That was a little overwhelming.
It is nice. This is awesome.
But maybe I've always wanted to have a night like this.
Dude, you and me both.
I think it's one of your most admirable qualities, actually.
Friggin' Sojiro, dude. He set us up for the win.
How you always go out of your way for the sake of other people, putting their needs above yours. I hope I can be like you someday, if that's alright with you.
I look forward to it.
Thank you. I'm so glad I met you. Are you free after this?
Sure are.
You see, according to my readings, if I spend more time with my love... No, I shouldn't make excuses. I just don't want you to leave yet.
There you go. Say what you mean. Express how you really feel. Chihaya and I spent some time alone together. Once it got late, I walked her back to the station. Okay, cool. Now, it's over, I think.
Hey, you're finally taking off tomorrow.
That we are.
Sojiro said you don't have to help out here today.
Go and see your friends before you leave.
Okay.
Off you go, then.
Try not to cry.
So, we've probably been at this. I wouldn't be surprised if this is if this is 3 hours long at this point.
Let's do it.
So I'm actually going to save once again. Not that it's going to be anything but a cut for you guys, but I need to go eat something.